Okay, and back to me. I wrote this book. It is called The Happiest Days of Our Lives. And it is filled with stories about growing up in the 70s and coming of age in the 80s and all of the things during those times that made me the geek that I am today. And there are stories in here about gaming, there are stories in here about science fiction, there are some stories about a television show I did called Star Trek: The Next Generation that some of you may have heard of. There's a story in here that's actually one of my favorites. And it isn't about any of those things. It's about one of those other things that is a particular portion of the geek, nerd, misfit subculture that is often kind of looked sideways at by other members of the geek, nerd, misfit subculture. It's not about furries. Saying that Seattle didn't do that. Don't you boo me, boo the guy that said words. That's right, directed at him. He's up there somewhere. You may want to leave before the lights come up. This story is about the very first time I saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And in order to make the telling of the story worthy of your time and worthy of Woodstock, I have enlisted the support of Paul and Storm. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, of course, being a musical, the retelling of this story will be enhanced by the musical accompaniment of my dear friends. This story is called When You Dressed Up Sharp and Felt All Right. A few days after my 16th birthday, I lost my Rocky Horror virginity. It was in a shitty little duplex theater in Van Nuys, California. I had wanted to see Rocky since I was probably 10 or 11, and my mom drove the two of us past a marquee advertising a midnight showing every Saturday. Turns out that it was at the Nuart in Santa Monica. Last night, the guy yells out, "Did you see it at the Nuart?" And I made fun of him, because I didn't see it at the Nuart. And then on the way back to my hotel last night in Seattle, I remembered that's where I saw the marquee. So, retroactively, sorry guy I made fun of in Seattle last night. But really, achievement unlocked, knocked out memory from some years ago. So I wanted to see Rocky since I was 10 or 11, and my mom drove us past a marquee advertising a midnight showing every Saturday. Now, my parents either couldn't or wouldn't tell me what it was about. My memory on that specific detail is hazy. And because they're here, I could ask them, but I won't. But anything that happened at midnight on a Saturday sounded awesome to me. The creepy lettering on the marquee and the word horror in the title served only to increase my anticipation. All right, settle in. A week or so after my birthday, my best friend Darren and I were at a place on Van Nuys Boulevard called Cafe 50s. Now, these 1950s themed cafes were everywhere in the 80s. They were nearly as ubiquitous as yogurt shops. Some blame Stand By Me and Back to the Future for their popularity. This particular one was my favorite, though I I'd never actually been to a diner in the 50s, this one felt the most authentic. Which means that it copied what I'd seen in movies better than anywhere else, and it had Del Shannon's Runaway on the jukebox.